Yo, what's up guys? Just wanted to give you a quick update on the A95L, how it handles brightness and glare in the daytime. And here, unfortunately, we have not the brightest day here. Kind of cloudy outside, as you can see. I have my windows pretty much open all the way. Usually I don't have them like this, just to kind of show you how I usually have it. Is right about here, and I feel like that combats glare pretty well. And I just want to make that kind of preface saying that before I continue with this video, is that's really going to be all dependent on how you have your setup. You may not have it exactly like mine. You may not even have your windows to the side. You may have them in the front, or you may have them in the back. It all really all depends on how your lighting situation is set up. But again, you kind of want to mitigate that by setting your TV somewhere where you're going to get the least amount of glare. Let's just start there, right? And after you decide where you're going to place your TV placement, then you can go from there. For the purpose of this video and this time, which is around 9:30, usually I get the most glare around this time. The window kind of like just lines up at the corner of the TV, which you might be able to see here. And I won't play too much because I don't want to get copyright. Unfortunately, I've had to re-upload this video a couple times. And I do want to say that I did have a gaming section, and that was, I guess, the benefit of me not being able to upload the whole entire video. Was I do have a gaming section on a different day that I did, where the sun was a lot more brighter, not as many clouds outside. So I will link that after this section here. But for the purpose of this video, we're gonna have some SDR video, just a tad, and just to kind of show you my settings, so you know what I'm running. Professional, which is the most color accurate, and brightness is set to max for SDR. In peak luminance, I believe the default is set to either off or low out of the box, but you can adjust that to however you want, depending on the amount of glare or the amount of brightness you want to get out of the TV and SDR. I have it on low, but we can bump it up a little bit. On darker scenes, I do notice around this time of day, again, that corner there, I am getting a little bit of glare from the window here, and it kind of shines right in this corner. Not seeing that right now, but on darker backgrounds or scenes, you will kind of see that. But let's just set it back to low, which most people will have it on, just to play a little bit. But not really seeing any reflections, especially when there is no darker background. As you can see for yourself, everything is pretty colorful, pretty bright, pretty vivid. Really no issues. Not seeing any reflections or glare. And I'm gonna pause it there. But in the gaming section, as I mentioned, I'll plug that in right after this. You guys will see a little bit more because that was a different day, and that's good because every day is different, right? So you may get a little glare here with some clouds, but you may get more on a way more sunnier day. So I'm glad that this kind of worked out. You can kind of see what it looks like in different lighting situations. But yeah, I'm gonna head over to the gaming section. Before I do that, I did want to mention real quick, a lot of people are having issues cleaning QD-OLED panels. And for me, I found the solution to be this microfiber cloth. I'm gonna kind of try to see if I can zoom in a little bit. You see the material, very, very soft. Most people will gravitate towards maybe a lens microfiber cloth that you would use for glasses, maybe perhaps. But I've used both, and I've had more success getting smudges off of with this. Now, I did wipe off some smudges earlier, but here's a couple right here on the top, right? You can see that. Kind of small, but just to show you, I didn't wet this or anything. This is a clean rag, and I'm just gonna wipe just a tad bit of pressure. So here's a smudge right here. Tad bit of pressure. Not even much, really. pretty much gone. I'm gonna get that to focus. Pretty much gone, right? No pressure, hardly. And the smudges are gone. This, in my opinion, works a lot better. And if you did need some moisture, I mean, you know, just like when you would clean disc back in the day, a little bit of breath, condensation there, that's pretty much all you need for heavier smudges. But normally, no, don't need any condensation or any moisture. You know, just a tad bit of pressure, not too much. And these smudges come right off. So I found this is a lot better. You can pick this up maybe on Amazon or I got this from Walmart, but yeah, very soft material, microfiber, super soft cloth, and it seems like it just works better. It's more effective. So just wanted to share that real quick, and we'll just head over to the gaming part. PS5 up and running. Just hop into this Ghost of Yote opening kind of scene here, and kind of zoom that in just a tad so you can see a little better. But man, I mean, bright scene here, as you can see right there at the bottom. Again, that glare from the window, but bright enough in the center. But again, it's right on the black bars. So, you know, if you have a lot of black scenes, darker scenes during the day, you know, depending again where you get your light source from your windows, you may see a little bit of glare there. The brightness is a little bit more toned down in game mode for this TV, but for my personal use, to be honest, and again, brightness is at max, just to delve into the picture settings just so you can see. I have mine on standard game mode. They have 3 different ones here, so it's a little bit more brighter FPS, but I like my picture a little bit more contrasty, as you can see. And then role playing is kind of the darkest, but we'll just put it back to standard, again, HDR. And I do have brightness preferred for HDR tone mapping, and peak luminance is high. So the most you can do as far as the brightness, but if I'm wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments. But for my use here, that little bit of glare that you see at the bottom from the window, not that much a big of a deal for me. Not really looking at the black bars anyway. But for the content that I'm looking at in the middle, where I'm actually playing the game, the content is uninterrupted for me. So this game is beautiful, by the way. But yeah, for the purposes of this video, as you can see, daytime glare, not a big issue. Let's open the windows one more time, because I know some people will have it where their windows are fully open. But here, just to show you, again, blinds are fully open. Here's proof. Yeah, a little bit more glare, obviously, here in the middle of the screen, unfortunately. But I'm not gonna have my windows open like this, and I would advise anybody else not to have their windows fully open like this. But I can definitely see, as you can see kind of the lines, the glare from the blinds. I'm gonna stop the video right here. Hopefully this helped you with any purchase decision. Any further questions, hit me up in the comments. Peace.